Hello, this is John from Passionerdly, a proud part of the Nerds domain and storyteller for the following Tokyo Brain Pop story arc. We recorded these episodes in January of 2018, and the cast featured members of our family: my wife Roxy, her cousin Amanda, Amanda's fiancé David, her son Levi, and her mother Bobbye. It is with heavy heart that we announce that Bobbye has come to the end of her life. She was a strong, loving woman with a heart for service and others, who impacted the lives of everyone who knew her family most of all. She loved podcasts and was excited to be featured on the show. We regret that she will not be able to hear these episodes as intended. However, in her memory, we are releasing them now so her family and friends may be able to enjoy not only the sound of her voice, but her spirit, her creativity, her sense of humor, and her laughter. I'll leave you with one of Bobbye's favorite quotes to live by. Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can. By John Wesley. Thank you, and please enjoy the show.
Holland, Belgium, and Luxembourg.
It's time for Seriously, Let's Play, a Nerds Domain actual play podcast. Each week, we'll be sending you part of a one-shot that covers a game on our list that we keep meaning to play and never find time for. Join Matt, the Thompsons, and John Quiet as they give you a small showing of what each system is like, and tell a story that they've put together themselves.
This is a game that I will go further into the description of it, but essentially nowadays it's known as Tokyo Brain Pop. Everybody here is going to be playing technically a schoolgirl, or I will allow for school boys in this game. I think it's kind of silly that they have that restriction. But the game is very, very simple and involves only one mechanic, and that is rolling a d6. Whenever you are doing something that is a challenge of some sort, you're going to roll a d6. And how difficult that roll is based on two things. One thing is if you have a quality to your character, which is why you have your basically the index card is going to be your character sheet, and you'll have two qualities. If your quality applies to what you're rolling against, or if you can describe why it should apply, I'll allow it, and it gives you a +1 to your roll. The other thing that will apply is how popular you are. Someone amongst our group is going to be the most popular character per scene. In that scene, that means that for their tests, they only have to roll a 3 or greater. Everyone else has to roll a 4 or greater. The least popular person has to roll a 5 or greater.
Oh, jeeves.
Yeah,
It will
Bobbye.
always be me. I don't know.
You're never my least popular.
I'll be funny because of my humor.
There is another mechanic to this game which I will go ahead and warn you about. And that is the best friend and rival mechanic. Someone at the table is going to be your best friend. Someone at the table is going to be your rival.
I'm going to be a lone wolf.
We will do a picking randomly when we get to it. But your best friend gets to describe the good things that happens to you if they so choose to. They basically, if I'm describing a scene, your best friend can interject something and say, and this also happens to your character based on a roll. But if you roll poorly on a roll and something bad happens and I'm describing it, your rival can instead say, and this happens. It gives everybody the opportunity to help to create the story. This game is very much a storyteller style game where basically we're collectively making a story. The original version of this game was much more horror driven, like Japanese horror. This one is this more almost anime driven. I'm going to kind of go for kind of a goofy semi-dark horror, but it's going to be something that's going to be age appropriate. Other mechanics that are going to come up. And I'll also explain this when it comes time. I have 2 buckets over there. The white bucket will set the scene. Every time a scene ends, the character who is the lead will draw a card from that bucket, and that decides where the scene starts. This is kind of semi-cinematic, where every scene is going to take place someplace different. You don't have any control over where the scene will take place. The bucket decides.
Fear the bucket.
The second thing is, sometimes something bad will happen to you, but and at some point it might even be lethal to your character. Because this is a game without hit points.
I can't remember, did any of us die the last time we played this?
Nope. But you will have the opportunity to negate a poor roll and roll again by drawing a card from the black bucket. That is the general concept overall of this game. Usually I let people choose other things, but since I've outlined a few things, does anybody have any questions? I mean, before we get really truly started. Yeah.
Can I play as Amiko?
Who?
You can name your character.
Yeah, you can name your character whatever you want.
No.
No, you cannot.
Okay.
What is this?
He wants to have cat ears and a tail.
Technically,
he
you
wants to
could.
be a Neko.
Oh, be a Neko.
Do y'all want a semi-realistic game, or do you not? Because I will say this, there are exceptions to the rule that are actually in the book, because it doesn't really matter. And that is, you could play a robot that is disguised as a girl.
As a Japanese schoolgirl, it is completely acceptable for you to wear cat ears.
Yep.
You can do that.
You can also be a boy disguised as a girl. Those are in these books. But anyway.
This game is definitely made in Japan.
Huh?
This game is definitely made in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly.
But, so, like I said, any questions before we actually get into this? You were wondering what else there might be to it, David, or?
Can you hear her?
Like, so we're going to be drawing from the bucket and rolling dice.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay.
That is the
So there's not a whole lot of moving around.
No.
No, not at all. It's all description.
And we can bring the dice to you. You can roll them right here.
We have a tray we can use. Yeah, there's a green tray.
Oh yeah, we could use the green tray and get some dice noise too.
Is everyone ready for the most part? I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
I'm trying to think of a name.
If I was a boy pretending to be a girl, would that be my special ability thing?
It could be.
Okay, I don't want it to be. I had one in mind.
Okay. No. Well, you get 2.
Yes.
Yeah. You get 2 details about your
Is
character.
Tanaka actually a Japanese name?
Yes.
Is there... I'm trying to remember. Is one of them like a secret that nobody knows about you?
One of them... No, not this. We're doing a somewhat simplified version.
Okay.
This is like really simplified.
I'm a
Are these just boy
Naruto fan,
names
so
that
I'm
I'm looking
naming
at?
mine Sakura.
So, okay, I'm just going to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're massive.
I remember the last time there was like... You know, we had to pick something
Tanaka,
that we
is that what you
said every
Yeah, I
time we
was
did
just didn't know if
something.
that was a real name.
My
just like
girl
American
hangs
names
out at the
do.
library a lot, and she has,
Abused.
if it's allowed, she has a photographic memory, and she's memorized the entire occult section of the library.
Wow!
Or at least maybe not memorized, but it's there. Give her a
Okay.
minute.
Well, that might...
She go to her mind palace.
Yes, exactly. But no one knows.
Yeah.
I need
Because
silence!
she doesn't really say anything about it.
No, that's all good. It's a slightly different
Or she's
game.
working towards memorizing it, something more believable.
That could work. You'd have to work it out as one of your details, but that could work.
Okay.
So. Okay.
The girls are playing over there.
Yeah, I
Satomi.
can tell.
Sakura.
I named mine Sakura. I'm a Naruto fan.
Sakura.
Sakura.
Mine's his name May.
Oh. Or was it?
May.
How spell?
M-E-I.
Do you know what
Oh,
Sakura
like-
means?
Yeah, I was Mayuri.
Do you know what Sakura
Oh, okay.
means?
Well,
I
that's
know
fine.
this is Sakura tree.
It's a cherry blossom, yeah.
Sakura means cherry blossom.
Cherry blossom.
Yeah.
That's what we
What's
just said.
Godzilla
That's what we
mean?
just
We
said.
just said that.
Well,
Are your
I'm
headphones
reading.
working?
I'm reading.
What's Godzilla mean?
Gojira.
It's Gojira
It is Godzilla.
in
I
America.
am not Japanese.
Yeah.
What were we doing the other day? And someone asked something, and I was like, oh, we were playing a crossword puzzle, and it was like a choral arrangement, and it was like M-O, and an A, maybe an R-A, and I was like, Mothra!
Him and Rodan, they're my favorites.
I want to, those
Is
little
he-
women.
Yes, I was
The
like,
little
those
twins?
little women
The
that
little
sing and then
twins.
ride on him.
But not all the Mothras live. Just 2 caterpillars head out and only one makes it.
Oh.
So not all the Mothras
Tell her,
live.
Fred. You tell her.
Can I?
Okay, so what next? We have names. What do we need to do now?
All right. So whenever we're all ready, I'm going to start this up. So hi and welcome back for Seriously Let's Play. This is John and I am here with a new gaming group this weekend. And today I have with me
Bobbye.
Amanda.
David.
Roxy.
Levi.
and we're actually getting together to game this system today for kind of a celebration of Levi's birthday. So what we're going to be playing is a game that's called, in its most recent iteration, is Tokyo Brain Pop. It has been known as other games throughout time. Everybody knows it probably more in the last 10 years as Panic Explosion. But we're going with the current iteration, the current theme, and everything else. But before we get too far, we need to go ahead and get some characters made, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Sure.
So in this game, most of my players here have played this with me before. We've got 2 that have not.
3 of us have, yeah.
Yeah. So the majority have. But this game is very simple, especially compared to the previous version of Tokyo Brain Pop. So the things that we're going to need for your character. We need to know, first and foremost, your character's name. So kind of went through ahead of time and made sure everybody had some concept. So what is your character's name?
Amiko.
Amiko. Let's go ahead and get that down here.
May. M-E-I.
Okay.
Keiko Kitagawa.
I am Mayuri Tanaka or Mayutan.
Sakura.
So we've got our characters' names. Usually we also do family names, but just to make this game a little bit simpler, we'll go ahead and just worry about your character names. One of the things that we move on from here is choosing details. Just to go ahead and go from the book for this one. Each of our students has quirks of personality, special interests, strange powers, unique relationships, important possessions, or embarrassing secrets that help make them a complete and unique person. These are called details. Give you some examples of them. Prettiest girl in class. Everyone treats me like a boy. I hate my sister. Rides a bike to school. Parents just got divorced. And these are just a couple of the examples that you can have. Now, what will happen in the gameplay is we're going to have scenes come up, and you can use these details to augment the tests. You're going to have a certain difficulty to meet or beat. And if your special detail about your character can be applied some way to affect this, like, such as if you're trying to honestly get someone to have a crush on you, you can say I'm the prettiest girl in the class and do that. Or if everybody treats you like a boy or something else, you can do things based off that. It's really up to the extent of your imagination.
Things like what talks to animals. Result
I'll go down this list really quick of the entire thing, and that way, I mean, you can use some from the list that I've listed off, but like, my mother's ghost follows me wherever I go.
I like that one.
I can beat up anyone. It's not my fault that everyone else is an idiot. I was trained to fight by a tengu.
What's that?
It's a half crow, half human person in Japan. It's part of their folklore.
They peck people?
No. They're seen as somewhat. They're anthropomorphic. They're seen as being kind of mystical.
Gotcha.
So, I'm more into video games than people. I don't know why I'm so popular. I can outrun anyone on the track team. I have a secret boyfriend. I once beat the demon prince of Shinjuku in a duel.
Random.
I don't want anyone to know that I've been possessed by a demon. I carry this sword wherever I go. I have to be careful to hide my cat ears. I'm not conceited, but I know I'm the prettiest girl in class. I spend all my time drawing doujinshi. It's a little embarrassing. I always make sure to leave my offerings at my family shrine. No one in class likes me. I don't think I have any real friends. I'm in band. I practice my guitar as much as I can. I'm afraid I'm going to hurt someone. I wear my hair long to hide my scars. My sister is my best friend. I tell jokes whenever I'm scared. I live by myself. At night, my eyes glow and my teeth get sharp and pointy. My family is rich. My chest is too big. Yes, that's in the book. I come from a long line of ninja. Our teacher likes me best. I know the secret to fighting demons. I don't believe in supernatural. I'm kind of clumsy. So basically you'll need your name, and you need to choose 2 details. I think we've got some winners so far. Bobbye, you got 2 so far?
Oh, yes, I do.
So what do you have?
My eyes glow at night, and I grow fangs.
Okay.
I love that one.
Good.
And then my mother's ghost follows me everywhere I go.
Cool.
Who could ask for more?
That's
okay?
right.
Yeah.
What is going to make you the most popular girl in school? You glow in the dark and you grow fangs.
That's right.
Okay, so Levi, did you get 2?
Yes, I am an internet geek, so I know exactly what to look up if someone asks me something. And at night, I literally go insane.
At night you go insane. Okay.
So we can't do anything with you after dark.
Yes.
Way to limit us.
I'll just go on a rampage.
Like, are you murderously
Yeah,
insane?
you might want
Or
to tweak that a little bit. So
I know.
do you growl? Do you eat things? Or do you claw things
What kind of
apart?
insane?
Or do you just act crazy and shop a lot
Do you make
online?
really bad decisions at night?
That's when most of my bad decisions happen.
Since you are an internet geek, do you just like go crazy and shop?
That I'll be like, ha ha ha, shop online, ha ha ha, or something like that.
And-
Or like laughing at random moments.
Yeah, absolutely. Does anybody else have any details?
I can't let anyone know I am a synthetic intelligence. So I act stupid. And I am fascinated by blood because I don't have any.
Wow.
So, like, if somebody cuts their finger, I'm like, ah. So,
Okay.
Right, we're going to be really careful around you, aren't we? Okay.
well, I'm just like, I don't think I ever, like, I don't want to, like, eat it or anything. I'm just like,
You're leaking oil. I mean blood.
yeah. Ooh, hydraulic.
Okay, so David, you got yours yet?
Yep.
Okay.
Keiko is the 3rd year class president. So one of hers is, I'm the class president. I know what to do. And the other is, I don't know why I'm so popular.
I don't either. Your eyes don't glow at night and you don't grow fangs. I haven't a clue why
I
you're
actually was
popular.
already looking that up when you mentioned class president.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's cool.
Mine are, I'm extremely shy, but blurt things out sometimes. And I spend my time in the library memorizing the oldest books.
Cool.
the
All right, so we
oldest,
got actually a really good, diverse group here.
You know, I had that die, and I got rid of that die. Oh well, there's enough for everyone.
Now,
Yeah, and I've got 2 more.
we are going to also. This game has a property that I'm going to go ahead and throw in. Oftentimes I don't use it. This time we're going to go ahead and use it, just because we're going to try and stick to the rules of the system as much as possible, give people an idea of how it goes. And that is, you need to tell me a goal for your character. These can be something simple, getting certain people to like you, not be embarrassed by something. One of the ones in the book is we're choosing a class president tomorrow, and I'm going to make sure it's me. Now, the thing is that these don't really adjust testing, but they give a character an idea of what they're working towards. And oftentimes, these are things that you want to do in possibly in a short amount of time. I'll go ahead and list off some of the ones here. And I do want to toss this out before we go on. It would help to know what the scenario might be beforehand so that you have an idea of things that could actually take place. You don't want to choose a goal that could never happen. But the scenario that we're going to be on is that your group is on essentially a class field trip to participate in a scholastic decathlon at another local school.
What's exactly
A scholastic decathlon is basically you're going to go and it's a quiz show kind of thing. Think of that.
Oh, okay.
Where they're going to test your knowledge.
There's no running.
10 categories,
Actually,
essentially.
yesterday,
Quiz bowl.
our school,
University Challenge.
But, so give you all some ideas. Ones that are in the book. I need to get a perfect score on the upcoming test. Nothing else matters. I want to join the swim team, but the swimsuits are just so embarrassing. I need to find a way to control my psychic powers. I'll kill the psychic who destroyed my family.
Kill you!
I need to finally tell my best friend about how I feel. Yeah. I'm tired of our teacher teasing me. I crave revenge. And so it's basically something that's going to give your character direction in a scene. Because as I go around, I'm going to pick people, and you are going to be the lead character for that scene, and your goal is basically going to be the thing that sets that scene in motion, as well as the plot line, which I have chosen for today. So go ahead and write those down if you have one. You don't have to tell me right now. We'll have that come up in the scenes. Does anybody have any questions on those? No?
Can it be like a personal goal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be a physical thing, like, I'm going to kill that person. It can be, like, about your personality.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right. And finally, we need to get our best friends and rivals chosen. So here's how that's going to go. Oftentimes, in the way the book does it, for quick and simple, is that the person on your left and your right immediately can become your best friend and your rival. I try not to do that because the thing is that makes you a best friend in a description situation for a character who is usually your rival. Or they think of themselves more as your rival. And I don't like that. I would rather do this a little bit more organically. So we're going to have some fun with this. And that is, so Bobbye, go ahead and point at someone in the group that is your best friend.
That currently is my best friend?
Currently is your best friend.
You mean the best friend out of the ones I've got to pick from?
From here in this group, yes. Who is, like, your best friend in this group? Okay, so Bobbye chose Amanda. And so I'm going to write that down.
Roxanne's like, but we're really best friends.
I know, because doesn't that make, so she's your best friend too, right? Or do we all pick different best friends?
We are...
You're Amanda's rival.
Whoever has been picked as a best friend cannot be picked again.
Okay.
Oh,
that's fine.
Oh, I did not realize that.
No, it's okay.
No, that's okay.
So, Amanda, you can pick a best friend. Now, you could pick Bobbye back because she has not been picked yet, or you can pick someone else in this group that you think of as your best friend.
This feels like betrayal.
It can be.
I'm your
Robin tells
son.
everybody I'm her best friend. It's not betrayal.
You
We'll
choose
cut
me.
that out.
I'm your son. I'm your son.
That's okay. I'll,
Just point. Just pick someone.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
I'll pick my mom.
Okay. So the two of you are basically going to be best friends back and forth. So, yeah. Now, we're going to go ahead. Another person who has never played this game with me before is Levi. So, Levi, who here out of the last two people left, David or Amanda, or sorry, not Amanda, Roxy,
Excuse me.
yeah,
Amanda
are
cannot
going
be
to be your best friend? Who is your best friend?
I choose Roxy.
Okay.
He acts like he's like condemning you. He's like,
I'm too
you're
good.
stuck to it.
Ha!
All right, so Roxy, who is your best friend?
Well, just so David doesn't get stuck with nobody, David will be my best friend. Because otherwise, David would just have to be his
Can I
own
just choose
best friend.
myself as my own
Because
best
the
friend?
rest of us couldn't get picked.
Well, what would happen is David would be starting off the least popular character.
Oh.
But that's impossible. Because what
He's
if
the class president, and he wonders why he's so
And I don't
He
know
thinks
why I'm
himself,
so
he thinks he's so popular. We have quite a conundrum there. But no, so that
You're a
means
living
pretty
paradox.
much automatically, David, that you your best friend is going to be Levi then. Because he's the only one who has not been chosen.
I don't like you,
The
though.
psycho?
Yes, the psycho who buys lots of things online.
I don't think that fits my character. Should not be friends with her.
I want a refrigerator.
Have you ever noticed in anime how people that I'm like, how are they friends? How is this a thing? What?
Okay, so now we have to pick rivals. Last person to pick in this group previously was David. So, David, who is your rival?
The one that glows and has face.
Well, I was going to pick Levi, but he's my best friend.
He's your
Well,
best friend.
no, the
Now,
thing
don't
is,
forget, David, one of my secret
Yeah.
goals is to take your presidency away from
Well, that settles that then.
yeah. So who
That
is
weird girl over there with the fangs
Okay.
and glowing eyes is my rival.
So Bobbye is going to be your rival. So Bobbye, who is it that's going to be your rival?
Oh, Levi.
The
Levi.
internet geek. Buy more refrigerators. I need more toasters.
Levi.
Yes.
Who is going to be your rival? You have a choice of Amanda or Roxy.
Isn't Roxanne his best friend?
Yes.
It could be both.
So,
You can have that friendship where you're like,
You're frenemies.
I hate that term.
Okay, who is it, Levi?
you.
Always.
It's just
And
me and you. They're the only two left.
so you
That
chose
means Amanda's
Roxy.
I'm
Yes.
Amanda's rival.
Wow, who knew we'd end up like that?
Well, we have a strange dynamic going on here.
Yes, because
we share, our
Amanda,
names are similar.
you feel that your rival is David.
No, wouldn't it be me?
No,
I'm not anybody's rival.
I thought he chose you, and then
No, David chose Bobbye.
David chose Bobbye. Bobbye
Bobby
chose
chose
Levi.
Levi.
Levi
Levi chose
chose
Amanda.
Oh, I have it
Amanda has to
backwards
be me.
then.
Wow, this is just working out the weirdest way
We're-
possible.
I think we just made a pentagram.
Oh, wait, my eyes are going to start glowing.
Because it was boom, boom, boom. No, it's not. It's like a weird M.
Almost.
Okay, yeah.
It's a heavy metal M.
Oh god.
Okay, so to explain to this, Bobbye and Amanda, you guys are going to have the fun of, as I describe a scene, and if there's a challenge that affects one of you, and it's and you succeed, the person who is your best friend can add something to that as your best friend, a outcome of some sort. Okay. Now, Levi, the person who can describe good things happening to you on a challenge is going to be Roxy.
Yay.
And then Roxy, the person who is going to be able to describe good things happening to you, is David.
Okay.
And David, the person who gets to describe good things happening to you, is Levi. All right. Now, conversely, with rivals, these are the people who can talk about the bad things happening to you.
Great.
So, David, you get to describe, Bobbye gets to describe for you those, basically adding horrible things. Levi gets to describe for Bobbye.
Oh.
Nope. Wait. Yeah.
Roxy.
This is a rival.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Roxy gets to describe for Levi. Sorry.
Livy?
Livy.
No, I don't. I get to describe his good
French,
things.
my friend.
Amanda gets to describe for Levi.
Yeah.
You've got.
No, sorry. I still have. I think. Let me fix that really quick.
Oh, great.
So, to go ahead and finish this out. So you know who your rivals are, and you know who your best friends now are. I also add another element to this game, because in the end, this is a very simple game. You're going to be making a 1d6 roll, and that's all the tests. Depending on your popularity and the details about your character, because basically you can take your details, and if you're doing a test, like let's say you're, a demon is trying to grab your character, and basically you say, well, my character knows judo is one of your character's details, you can apply a +1 to your roll. So, that gives you an opportunity to win. Rolls are the most popular character rolls 3 or higher. Most characters roll 4 or higher, and the least popular character will roll 5 or higher. Every scene, the popularity shifts. Okay? And that is pretty much just the way it will go. Alright. Now, other mechanics, though, that I do add, because like I said, this is a simple game, is I add 2 buckets to this game. One bucket is the scene bucket. And that is, you will, between every scene, there is a bucket that has a list of scenes in it, places that the story can take place. It is all random. The character whose goal is basically being pursued in that scene will draw the slip, I will look at it, and I will set the scene, and that is where the next moment in the game takes place. The other bucket that I use is sometimes called the Gonzo bucket, based on, of course, there's a Japanese movie studio called Gonzo, and they make really strange movies. And so it's an opportunity that, the way I work it is, if you are going to fail at a test, you've already rolled and you failed at a test, you can choose to reach into the Gonzo bucket and hand me whatever is in there. I will read it off and insert it into the scene, and that will give you an opportunity to re-roll instead. It'll basically change the test just a little bit and give you that opportunity not to automatically fail. Because this game can get lethal, because there are no hit points. If somehow it is described that your character dies, your character dies. That is pretty much it. Those are the mechanics that we're going to be putting into place. And we'll go ahead and pause here for a moment. And when we come back, we will begin to set the scene for our first game for everyone here in Tokyo Brain Pop Perfect.
Alrighty.
All right. Thank you, guys.
And that will do it for us tonight on Seriously, Let's Play. Remember, you can email us at nerdsdomain@gmail.com, find us at facebook.com/nerdsdomain, and twitter.com/nerdsdomain. We have all of our podcasts over at nerdsdom.com, so don't forget to check those out, and sign up for our newsletter while you're there. You can head over to iTunes and give us a 5-star rating, and don't forget you can always support us at patreon.com/nerdsdomain, and check out our t-shirts at teepublic.com.